Good. Nobody's watching, but we're live. And welcome back to the Broke Blerd Pod. We're getting set up. Obviously, there's nobody here right now but me, including my co-host. So that's something.
That's new.
And just so we can see what the scene will look like once I add you in. I'm going to switch to that view so we can see what it might look like once I add in with hopefully me in the bottom corner and you in an empty chair. And by you in the empty chair, meaning nobody in the chair. And it's there. All right, perfect. So once you are ready, we'll be up and rolling and hopefully at the very least sound good. Visually, it's going to be a bit slow, but that's perfectly okay by us. Okay. Good. And we do have one viewer, so thank you for coming to the show. It's Broke Blerd Pod. I'm the host, Anthony K. Savage, a.k.a. because this is Twitch, where we will be doing all our live streams of our episodes. I am Savage Voice. I have a co-host who's currently in the kitchen eating a sandwich because he doesn't care about you people or the show. No, he's actually he's a little bit indisposed of, had a back accident, kind of broke it, so he moves a lot slower than he used to move, so it may take him a while to get from like the kitchen to the chair, which they're literally right next to each other. But that's okay, and I will continue to give him garbage for it just because that's how I show I care. If I go and start being all nice to him and stuff, he might think that I hate him or something, and he's my brother, so I can't do that, so I have to continue to make fun of his injury because that's what real friends do. If you are watching the pod, feel free to say hello, say hi, conversate, questions, comments, anything of the sort. Oh, and he is there, so we are now going to go to the screen and bring him up and say, hello, Iron Man.
Yeah, well, how to eat a sandwich.
So what's up, bro? You are live streaming to one person, which I think for us is actually we're up 100% right now.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's excellent.
So what's up, bro? What you up to?
I don't know. This is added to the collection.
Oh yeah, the 3 weeks later discovery of a broken wrist.
Fresh. And I don't know. We didn't cast it because I found out that we have a pizzy bone.
A pizzy bone?
It's called a pizzy bone.
Was he in Bone?
It's called a pizziform bone.
Was he in Bone Thugs and Harmony?
You know, if I could have broke a better bone, I had rather it be in this pizzy bone, because it just sounds good.
I'm pretty sure he was in Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Well, no, this is an actual bone that actually it's on the side here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that was him. That was him. Pizzy bone.
Yeah, pizzy bone. And now
here's the part that song, boom, 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 boom.
So, in other words, when I move my wrist, now I can actually hear the Bone Thugs in Harmony singing. So, yeah, I broke the fucking pizzy bone, and that's that.
Yeah, and just to catch people up who may be actually watching the stream for the first time, exactly how did you break your pizzy bone?
I fell.
Where'd you fall from?
A trailer.
Top of the trailer, about how far?
9.5 feet.
9.5 feet. Yes, folks, I'm making him relive this horrible pain. What happened after you fell 9.5 feet?
The fall was great. It's like bungee jumping without a cord. But the actual when you finally hit the ground is when it hurts.
Yes. And what else did you break other than just your... See, what makes the whole wrist thing...
Spine.
Yeah. He broke his back, folks. He broke his back how long ago?
I'm going on probably 3 weeks or so.
So that's 3 weeks he broke his back. And when did they discover that you broke your wrist?
Yesterday.
Yesterday. Mm-hmm. When did they X-ray your wrist?
3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago. That's awesome turnaround time.
Well, I want to give them credit because at least we found out that it's broken now. Because I'm saying, hey, it still hurts.
No, I'm not gonna. No, I can't give them credit for that because they took the X-ray 3 weeks ago. The same time they
took one, just to give them this. When you have inflammation on the bone, sometimes when you have a fracture or a break that is not that severe, hard to see with the inflammation.
Here's why I'm gonna say that's a load of BS and they get no leeway.
They say that all the time.
No. You know why they get no leeway? Because initially, before I found out you broke your back, Harley told me he thought you broke your wrist. Harley, just based off of common sense.
Yeah, well, Harley did say it the first day. He was like, "Dude, I think you broke that wrist."
So why didn't the doctor say that until 3 weeks after? He had X-rays to back up that theory.
I guess Harley doesn't have to confirm it, and the doctor does.
For 3 weeks, takes 3 weeks to confirm it. What was the difference between now and then? What was the voila? Like, it's not like every day you were bringing your hand in and he was like, yep, that's broken. I think now I can tell that's broken. He was looking at the same shit he was looking at the day that they X-rayed it. There was no new information. You didn't have he didn't call you up like, okay, Abe, I think you need to
I think it goes on levels of insurance that you have.
Oh, that makes more sense. Because I don't think...
Are you getting it now?
Yeah, I don't think it was like, hey Abe, can you just take a picture of your wrist so we can see how it is? We have this special technology where we're gonna see if it's broken. We're gonna check periodically with you day by day. No.
Yeah, I think it's actually pretty sad though that when your insurance does run out, you end up being on the fucking street. You're on the street. I'm sorry for cursing. I gotta stop that.
Hey, don't worry about it. I said it for me. My stream is set up for mature viewers. Occasional F-bomb won't kill them.
It's all for the kids, man. Wu-Tang is for the kids.
Yeah, that's nice. Well, here's the thing. Kids like cool stuff. Cool stuff sometimes involves bad words. So.
Yeah, yes. But just, I guess they figured the inflammation, which is swelling, so they couldn't see it then. So, in all honesty, I did get X-rays taken again yesterday with a hand specialist. Mm-hmm. So he specializes in the hand, in the wrist, in the arm, basically. And as soon as he took the X-ray, he's like, okay, now I see why you're complaining about your wrist hurting still. It's broken.
Yeah.
So sure enough, then they give me this jobby here. And it's not a cast per se. It is a molded...
Yeah, they're like, well, we can't give you a cast. If we would have found it 3 weeks ago, we could have gave you a cast, but...
Well, this one, I'm actually happy that I don't have a cast because this one I can take a shower, I can take it off, and then take a shower with it off. Versus the cast where you're hanging this thing outside of the freaking shower trying to take a shower.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'd rather have that. I just have to keep it still. He gave me 6 weeks. Until he finds out that my insurance won't pay the bill, and then he'll give me another 6 weeks. And that's the way it goes. And unfortunately, I'm just supposedly, getting better as far as the back goes. But it's a slow rendition here, man. Very slow, the way it happens. And then you have to just keep still.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. And that's very hard for me to do.
Yeah, and that's why I'm trying to give you plenty of work to do in the meantime to keep you busy. So you can better enjoy your time off, and you don't got to climb shit or lift shit or do shit. You just got to use your brain.
I was using my brain I was looking at freaking all this hype about, well, used to be, it's pretty old news, but the Thundercats movie. And I was just wondering, they were saying that Michael Bay might pick it up. And for you of those that don't know, which probably our viewers do, that's the one that did Transformers.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure anybody watching on Twitch knows.
I'm just saying. It's just,
pretty sure that the group of people who we're currently streaming to probably should know
just in case. I'm
who,
just letting you know
who Michael Bay is.
Right, but I'm just letting you know he's the big boom explosion guy. He likes explosions, and he was the one that was trying to do this Thundercats. I was actually happy to hear that, man. And Michael J. White as Panthro.
Michael J. White.
Michael J. White, or whatever the hell.
J-A-I, Jai.
Yeah, Jai, Mr. Jai. I was happy to hear that. Also, I was happy to hear that. I think he would be perfect for that. And simply because of the way we all felt about Panthro back in the day anyway.
Yeah, Panthro's black. Everybody knows it.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I was happy about that one. Then they did some little bullshit here and there where Brad Pitt was Lionel, and that actually was a release so that they can just show what viewers
what it would look like. Oh yeah, it's a fan-made thing. Yeah.
Right. Not necessarily what it's gonna be, but just we just want to show you.
Yeah, it's a fan-made. Fan-made
right.
one. Yeah.
And I was pissed off with Brad Pitt as Lionel. I don't know why, but for some reason I just feel
it would make sense. Here's why it would make sense. Because if you remember in the original cartoon, Lionel starts off as a little kid, and then by the time they make it to New Earth, he's all grown and shit, looking old as fuck. Brad Pitt could, you know.
Yeah, I don't know why it bothered me or whatever, but I just, for some reason, I just.
Is it because he's not a real redhead and you feel underrepresented in the movie industry? You feel like a real redhead should play Lionel?
Yeah.
That job's meant for a redhead, not some toe-headed blonde person that everybody thinks is incredibly attractive. Just some Carrot Top should be Lionel. He's got the muscles now.
No.
Well, he does have the muscles now, and just literally just put a bunch of mousse in his hair. He's got to put a bunch of mousse in his hair and just.
No.
Like Syndrome from Incredibles.
Oh, and then Hugh Jackman as what do you call it? Not Chitara, obviously. The other one.
Tigra.
Huh?
Tigra.
No.
Tigra.
Not as Tigra.
Tigra.
Yeah, Tigra?
Tigra.
Yeah. Okay.
There's Lionel, Panthro, Tigra, Chitara, Snarf, Wally Kit, Wally Cat. Eventually, there was Pumra, which was the old blind dude. Right. And then there was Bengali, who I think was Tigra's brother, who kind of looked like Tigra but with blue. And then there was another female one who I can't remember her name because she's not Chitara.
And what was it? Chitara was supposed to be the chick from Resident Evil?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
That's who. You don't know who she is? The chick from Fifth Element.
Oh, that's who was gonna play who in that thing. Oh, okay.
Right.
I'm like, what the hell are you talking? Resident Evil? What the hell does Resident Evil have to do with it? We're talking Thundercats. You're taking too much drugs. Bring down the levels.
Actually, I haven't taken any drugs, man. That's why I'm all, taking on the pain, the way it goes.
Yeah.
But because after a while, you just get numbed out for a while, and then you don't even realize what's really hurting you.
Well, so here's the thing. If we're going to do Thundercats with proper representation, everybody knows Chitara needs to be a Latina or just a Puerto Rican. Come on. Panthro was black. Chitara, she was Puerto Rican. Lionel, he's either the white boy or he's like a really light-skinned black dude. Lionel, that's Lionel. That's a fro. He had a fro.
He can be Puerto Rican also, though, dude.
Yeah, well, we already got Chitara. Stop being greedy.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
We need
but it's just,
a mixed black dude has to play either.
My son here. I'm picturing my son.
Where's the either a mixed black dude?
My son can play Lionel.
Yeah, well, either a mixed black dude or Jason Momoa can be Lionel.
Oh, Jason Momoa.
You telling me he couldn't pull off Lionel? If you just take all the current actors out there and you go Jason Momoa as Lionel, you couldn't go. You wouldn't go. Okay, I can see that. That makes he fits Lionel better than he fits freaking Aquaman. Like put Aquaman and Lionel, and then put Jason Momoa in the middle. Which would you say he would most likely be better to play, Aquaman or Lionel?
I gotta think about that. You know, I was talking shit about Aquaman, but he did a pretty good job as Aquaman.
Oh yeah, he's good. The problem with DC movies aren't necessarily the actors per se. It's always it's how they just But
I mean, with what he had, what he had there and what he could do, I mean, it's just he did a good job. He did a good job. I'll give him that.
There's
Lionel.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Well, well, obviously, I know you didn't hear the news because you don't know any of this stuff. J.J. Abrams, who has done recent Star Wars, he's been for the most part in charge of, not so much in charge, but the main guy doing the Star Wars movies lately. Right. And all the other movies kind of have based what they're doing somewhat around him. Like his is the main script, and then everybody else kind of fits theirs into his. He is just signed a deal with DC for like a lot of money.
Is that good?
No, that's very good because he's worked
in
on.
charge of Star Wars, meaning how though? What was his role?
Well, he was in charge of Star. He wrote the last movie, which I think is about to come out.
Oh, he wrote it?
He wrote it. He directed it. It's his movie. Like,
okay, all right. So he directed it. Okay, there's a difference there.
Well, here's the thing.
The writer to the director.
Well, no, it's the same difference as a Steven Spielberg movie. Steven Spielberg doesn't necessarily write it all, but he's directing it. So at the end of the day, it all falls on his shoulders, regardless of who wrote it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
So same thing with him. So he has a lot of input as far as the script goes and all the other stuff. He also did the newer Star Trek movies. Trying to think he did anything specific with Marvel, because I think he only specifically did Disney, the Star Wars movies. I don't think he technically touched anything Marvel, but now and here's the thing, he may not even be doing anything with Disney. It's just a Warner Brothers deal. But the type of shows and movies that he makes he's a nerd like me, not like you. He's a nerd. So, and he had, it's reported that he had options for more money, to get more money at other places. So he signed up for less money and an exclusive contract for, I think, 5 years with Warner Brothers Media. So
okay, so he's not in it just for the money.
Yeah,
he's doing it for a reason.
Well, he truly doesn't need the money, but the fact that he's
my point. I mean, but some guys, they're just greedy as shit. Even if they don't need the money, that's all they go for.
Yeah.
You know? But I guess, hey, give it a shot.
Yeah, hopefully he can fix it. The guy who did Guardians of the Galaxies, I want to say Tim Gunn, but I think that's his brother. James Gunn. James Gunn is doing the new Suicide Squad movie.
I'm hoping that the Suicide Squad movie gets a little better.
Oh no! Well, you like Guardians of the Galaxy, right?
Yeah. I like that better than Suicide Squad.
That director is doing Suicide Squad now.
Yeah, I think Suicide Squad, it kind of lost me with all the CGI at the end there and everything else. I don't know. It was something weird about it that it just kind of killed it for me. Just didn't like the way it was done. Oh, and then that was my question to you, Voice, too.
Yeah.
If they were to do the Thundercats movie,
Mm-hmm.
do you feel that it should be CGI type movie, like Avatar? Or should it be what the hell is that
Practical
movie?
effects?
All cats, and they're on that island. What's the name of that movie? It's an old movie.
Island of Dr. Moreau?
Right. Or that type, but obviously better, better makeup and all that other crap because of nowadays. But should it be that type or should it be CGI type?
Motion. It should be motion capture.
Okay, but that's.
I mean, they can
kind of.
They can do. Well, here's the thing. They can do practical. If here's the thing, they can't do like they did at what do you call it? Justice League. Like that, there's a difference between motion capture and CGI, in my opinion. Now, whether if they use motion capture, if they use motion capture for Justice League, they did it wrong, because motion capture, like Rise of the Planet of the Apes, those apes, those are motion captured.
Right.
They should do either that or practical makeup. It's just a matter of time and effort. With practical makeup, they can easily do.
Now that you say Planet of the Apes, though, that I feel that's kind of. I think that would be kind of dope right there.
Yeah.
I think that would work. Versus a full CGI, full out, blown out CGI.
Yeah, no, they would have to do motion capture. Oh, sorry. Just have somebody.
What happened? He knocking on your door for the rent. Give me the rent.
Button Game, and thank you for joining. No, just saying hi to people joining the stream. Right now we're on mute, but they're watching, and that's what matters. They're showing support.
That's cool.
Unlike some people who they could show support, but they have yet to for some strange reason.
You know what? I'm not even going to ask anymore. Show the support if you want.
Nah, fuck that. I'm asking.
I keep fucking asking, but I'm tired of wasting my breath on it.
No, fuck that. I'm asking. I'm asking. Damn it. Yeah, no, it's sounding good though. The pod just checked in to see how it sounded, and at least it's sounding good. As far as how it looks, I can't guarantee that. Probably a bit laggy, but that's okay. So where were we? Thundercats, Planet of the Apes, Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
Which I love that movie. That movie was fantastic. Actually, all of them are. I'm feeling them.
Yeah. Oops. No, it would have to be either Rise of the Planet, but they could do it with. Here's the thing. They run into which Planet of the Apes is actually the perfect example, because it could either look like the Mark Wahlberg Planet of the Apes that came out years ago, where they used the makeup.
No.
Or I'm saying that's pretty much
same type. I know what you mean.
That's what the options are. It'll either turn out like that, or it could turn out like Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
I would rather it be Rise than the one with Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah. But however, they could use practical magic, and it could be as cool as Hellboy, or Pan's Labyrinth, or.
Did you see the new Hellboy?
No, I've seen clips of it.
So you can't even.
But I know how it looks. But that's my point. They use practical.
It pretty damn awesome, dude.
Yeah.
And even if you didn't like the story, visually, it looked awesome, dude.
Yeah, for the most part,
really
they use practical practical effects for the characters versus CG. So I think they want that scenario. They want it to look like that versus Mark Wahlberg's Planet of the Apes. There's those damn dirty apes. They did it. They did it to dirty apes. No.
That's how it always is with them.
No. What do you mean? What do you mean I'm a slave?
I don't know.
What do you mean they did that to the Statue of Liberty? No, ma'am. No, I'm not trying to kill the apes, ma'am. my real bag. Mark, I promise, folks, the impressions will not get any better.
They just get worse.
Yeah, worse. And now that I can actually hear myself, I know how much. Like, I can't believe you guys actually gave me that nickname. You guys are tone deaf. You have no idea what real English people sound like.
We didn't say you were good. You never said that you were good.
No. You guys have used me plenty of times to trick your female girlfriends and girls you try to get laid. Yeah, it's my boy from England. What's up? Say hi. Hello, how you doing today?
We never said it was good. We never said it was good.
No.
That's all I'm saying.
You know what? You may not have said it, but he sounds just like it. Sometimes it just.
Are you saying you've heard that before?
Yes, I've heard freaking back right when I first got the nickname and was all hyper and shit. And remember, I can't remember her name. I want to say she was one of the girls in our crew. I want to say Jessica. She always had her hair in a ponytail. Remember, she was the one. I don't know if you were there that day where she came to my house and she was like, "Hey, voice, what are you?" And I think this was right after meeting my mom.
That's Jessica.
Jessica. She's like, "What are you?" And I'm like, "I'm black." She's like, "No, you're not." Yeah, I am. No, you're not.
Yeah, that's Jessica.
But you eat rice and beans, so. But you wear gel in your hair, so. You're not black. Okay.
Yeah, that was Jessica.
Yeah, she was the one when first met her. Stream keeps freezing. Sorry about that, folks. It's a bit bootleg. I need to play my internet bill. They're throttling my shit down. Hopefully, at the very least, their sound is somewhat decent. I do want to thank anybody who happens to be in the pod for any reason or length of time. Yeah, she was. The first time I met her, I was like, Steve was like, "Oh, this is my brother from Australia," or whatever the fuck. Say hi. I was like "Oh, hello, how you doing today? It's nice to meet you."
From Australia.
Yeah. "Well, how are you doing today? It's nice to meet you." And she's like, "Oh my God, he sounds like it too." Of course I sound like it. That's where I grew up. I've only been in the States for a small while.
Dude. Did she really?
Yes, she really.
No, I know it's Jessica only because of how you're describing it, so I already know I could put a face and a name to that, to how that went.
Yeah.
But hey, shout out to Jessica, man. I haven't seen her in a long time.
Yeah, there's a lot of. She's probably in Florida with the rest of them, with everybody else.
Nah, she was still in Jersey the last time I heard from her for maybe 3 years back or so, somewhere around there.
Gotcha.
So, what up? I don't know. We've never said you were good, though, boys. Is my point. We never said that it was good. At least the main fellas.
Yeah.
Yeah. We just let you just keep doing it.
Yeah. Well,
I guess because it would make us laugh.
Yeah. Well, now I'm building a career on it. So thanks for the false sense of security. Fuck this whole endeavor. Shit.
My whole life. That's like the daughter that can't sing and shit.
Yeah,
baby, just keep on going. You can sing. And then all of a sudden she gets crushed.
My whole
my
whole life has been a lie. I started this podcast based on that information.
Right. And you just keep following your dreams. And here you go, kids. Here's a lesson to you. You cannot do anything you want to do. I don't care.
This is a lesson to you.
Parents say
you can. You just have to have a false sense of security and just keep on moving forward. And you'll be fine.
If you can't dance, you can't dance.
It's working for me. Build a false sense of security and just move forward and believe you can do it. I have the saying, don't tell yourself you can't do something, ask yourself, why can't you? Now, the only thing is...
Why can't you is because you weren't born with the talent. That's why.
Well, okay, here's the thing. When you ask yourself that question, you do also need to honestly answer that question. The purpose of asking that question is when you answer that question, you have to have a valid excuse of why you can't do it. Like, don't Don't tell yourself you can't be in the NBA. Ask yourself, why can't you? Because I'm short and I suck at basketball. Okay, I can't be in the NBA. That's why I can't be in the NBA. But then I could say I can apply to be a towel boy.
From the door. You're just saying it in a nicer way.
But I'm saying.
That's what you're saying.
Well, I'm saying that's what you have to ask yourself, because there are some times where you're like, why can't I start a YouTube channel? Well, because I don't have a camera. I can use my phone. See? That's a situation.
Well, listen, that's different only because that takes a skill that can be taught. There are certain things, though, that I don't give a crap how many times you're taught. You just don't look right doing it, or you just don't have it. And for instance, I think dancing and singing is one of them.
Yeah, but you have to. But here's the thing. But before you get to that point, you have to ask yourself, why can't you? Before you just go, I can't do it. Because we all know there are some people who.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying. Hey, try it. Because look at what's that little Chinese dude, man? Made himself famous as shit for singing William Hung.
William Hung. She bang, she bang. Yeah. Oh, baby, when she move, she move.
His mama kept telling him, you go, boy, go do what you got to do. You sound beautiful.
Yeah, and she lied to him.
Went to this thing, and then he actually, I'm very sure, he at least made a couple.
Oh no, he's doing better than both of us right now. So yeah.
So just imagine. So I mean, I'm not saying don't. My only issue is when you think that you're actually good at the shit and people just keep lying to you, and then you don't make it. I think you get crushed at the end, Yeah. Versus told the truth right from the door, like, hey, why don't you try something else,
What was?
But then again, you wouldn't have a William Hung. So, I mean, it's all about, it's a catch-22, man. Just, it is what it is. Try it. But, however, I don't edge my kids on if I feel that they don't have it or they don't got that or they just, I don't do that.
Well, there's something, but at the same time, there are a lot of, like, okay, just on a serious note, everything that I'm doing, the way we grew up and traditionally, and even if we tried any of this when any of us were younger, it probably wouldn't be the same. And we could have come up with plenty of reasons why we couldn't do it. Whereas now, we have the podcast. We're doing a podcast. I just want you to stop. Take your brain and rewind it back to the 80s and 90s and even the 2000s. And,
I'm always there.
And then just put into your mind, right now, me and you are streaming over the internet. We're doing a fucking TV show. We don't got a fucking TV studio, and there's not a big, giant freaking tower somewhere broadcasting from YHC Studios. It's the Broke Blerd Pod. No. But we're still broadcasting technically a TV show. People can see this on their TV and phones the same way they watch any other program.
Boys, here's... You want to know what I'm picturing?
Pixelated?
No. Let's say we had this. Let's say we had some great fucking technology. Mm-hmm. Let's say we did. I can see where we're smoking an L back in the day.
Oh yeah, we would be.
This shit was on, and we're talking shit in the background when nobody's being recorded or nothing, and we recorded a whole fucking thing of us just talking shit in the background, not even on the camera, and then realizing that the camera was on and being like, oh shit, let's just pick it up from here. And just sitting there high shit.
Yeah, those would have been some good episodes.
I think so.
But
also, you would have had to get us inside as well, because we never were inside. I mean, you had to actually get us to slow down.
Yeah.
And I think that's where it would be the hardest.
Yeah, much like now, I would have had to spearhead the whole production.
Right.
Like I remember,
you would have to catch me.
Yeah.
I mean, catch me if you can.
Yeah.
there was no
catch me outside.
Nah, you ain't gonna catch me. I'm never in the same spot. I was never in the same spot more than fucking 10 minutes.
But my point is, could you, like, maybe 2000, but anything before 2000, could you picture this being even a possibility?
I don't think so.
Like, you guys barely fucking had until I proved it, and then you guys wanted me to constantly do it for you. You barely fucking understood online dating, and then here's the thing, people. I was doing online dating before it was fucking cool.
Dating.
Yeah, technically, here's the biggest shame. We could already be rich.
No shit.
We could already be rich because I was doing online dating back in the AOL days, and at first these motherfuckers would laugh and she'd be like, "Oh yeah, whatever," and then like slowly but surely, like, "Yo, voice, yo, find me someone to talk to online," and they would come over. I'd set them up on the computer, and they'd try to find somebody to chat with online. So I started online dating before there was online dating. So technically, I'm an innovator.
I think you should go get your royalties, man.
Yeah, I wish it worked that way.
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't.
But that's what I'm saying. We would have never. The fact that we're doing everything that we're doing, including.
Was funny.
What?
Hey, I was watching Once Bitten. Have you seen that? Once Bitten.
With Jim Carrey?
Back in the day, young as shit.
Yeah.
Shit. I've seen it a million times, but for some reason I just saw it on the Fire Stick yesterday and just went through it. I guess what I do. I watch movies now. Mm-hmm. But I put that on, and then there's a scene there. I don't know if you remember, Voice, where they're trying to date. They're trying to get some chicks or whatever. Young boys,
yeah,
in high school, whatever. They go out to that bar, and they had phones on each table. Mm-hmm. Right. And they had your number was on top of that table.
Yeah.
So in other words, if you were filling a chick on table 34, you just pick up the phone and say, "Hey, I'm from table 17. What do you say, me and you get together, whatever, you talk."
Gotcha.
Instead of it being the way it is now, where everything is just straight up online and everything else, I think that might actually work nowadays, because it's almost like you're doing it on the computer and everything. The only thing is, well, first of all, we'll have people saying, "What the fuck are these? They're phones. These are phones."
Yeah.
You got to pick these up, and it has a cord, and you got to,
Where's the picture?
So that would be the first confusion. So we would have to get past that. But I think that idea would work right now in today's society, the way it is.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta give others, like, make it a bar type situation and stuff.
Well, no, it's a bar. It is a bar. It's a complete bar. It's a like a nightclub kind of deal, where you can dance on one side, you can sit at these tables, but while you're sitting at these tables with your buddies, though, you can get called from a chick, let's say at the bar or something, or from another table, and say, "Hey, you with that brace, man, I'm feeling you," And then you just pick up that phone, and whether or not you want to, get with her or not, you can then do it that way as well. Because people are too shy, bro. There's no social skills out here, and there's nothing there. So, I mean, if you can hide behind the phone right now and just, it might work right now, dude.
Yeah.
That might work for today's society.
Yeah, we'll put it next to our strip club that will open in the future.
Right. So, with our strip club, I'm thinking we should do that, man. Tables with the little phones on it. And then obviously, we would have to explain the whole phone thing. Yeah. And that shit might work. I thought it was I was saying, damn, that was pretty, advanced for its time.
We'd have Sunday night be the date night, because we can't do it Friday and Saturday because that's when big money for strippers, and we could technically do it during the week, but people are less likely to go out during the week. But if we could do a nice little Sunday, like a 6 to 7 o'clock type event, dating event, goes into late in the hours until the club closes. Even have the strippers, if they want, they can work earlier in the day.
I mean, here's how corny dudes are nowadays anyway. Like, they don't even talk to the strippers or even come up to the strippers or any of that shit. So you just line them all up at the bar. You give them numbers behind their heads or whatever the fuck, just a number there, And then you can just sit at your little table, being all scared and shit, and you can call her and say, hey, give me a lap dance or whatever, or, let's go to the back.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, this shit might work, man. I mean, Nippleopolis is looking better and better.
Yeah, no. We have a name, but we're not going to say what the name is because if we say no, they can no. We'll let them use it. We have a name. We have a name picked out, but we want to keep it to ourselves.
There's the whole deal.
So that nobody takes it before we go to market with it.
Right.
But it is perfect for the Indian. Speaking of strip club, which I have no idea where I was at, but I found another one somewhere.
Right.
I don't know. I just want to tell you that I saw it the other day when I was driving a passenger or something, and I just noticed. I was like, oh, interesting.
Here's another one I could go dive into. And
from the looks of it, it's the perfect. Because okay, I'm gonna give you a little bit of for any children in the room, leave the room or don't leave the room. I really don't care. Your parents should be paying more attention to you. The thing about strip clubs is there's a sweet spot. Now, you don't want a lot of people when they think of strip, they think of something high class and everything, which is fine and is good. But let's be honest.
Some of them are.
Huh?
Some of them are.
Yeah.
Some of them are high class, and some of them are.
And here's the thing.
Big money spots.
High class is fine, but in all honesty, you're wasting your fucking money.
I think so.
Because you get because let's be honest, you're going to, unless you're a woman, and even sometimes women will have this in mind, but they have a better chance of this happening. But unless you're a woman, as a guy, even if it's just like a 1%, you're going to the strip club with the thought process of, I have a chance and I'm going to try to have sex with one of these strippers in some way, shape, or form. Whether it's delusional or possible, that is your thought process. You go to a high-class place, you're still going to have that thought process, except you're going to spend a way more money and have way less chance of that happening unless you consistently spend a buttload of money on a regular basis, and then you're just going to end up losing more money just to have sex with a stripper.
I'm not talking through experience, but that's not entirely true all the time.
Well, no. In general. I'm speaking in general. Remember, it's in general. We're talking about the average person because, let's be honest, there's a select few in the population who have the ability to get the most out of their money when it comes to strip clubs. But this is why I'm telling you this information, because there's high class, super high class, which you have to. Come on, bro. You know for a fact that you go super high class, there's way.
I mean, shit. I haven't been to strip clubs in a long time. Besides the time that me and you went, it was pretty long ago, but not that long ago.
Yeah.
Don't worry, got permission from the wife and everything. She knows. So I went over to the strip club.
And that wasn't high class, but that's the thing. Because
no, but then again, I never did really like the high class ones. The only reason why I would go to the high class ones was for a sure thing, and I'm not going to explain that or go into that any detail, but it was a sure thing.
I will explain what a sure thing is to you people. A sure thing is when you know that you can pull a stripper because you have inside knowledge of knowing one of the strippers and one of the strippers knowing you, or knowing somebody who knows one of the strippers,
Or if you know the house mother.
Yeah, you have an in. So you're not just some dude off the street.
Right.
You're an individual where they know you more than just here throwing the bills. In all honesty, it's been my experience. I mean, it's just some wiggle room, but it's been my experience generally. For the most part, it depends on obviously who you know. The less money you spend, you tend to actually have a better chance at the end of the night, surprisingly. Like maybe buy drinks, but as far as spending of the money, you got a better chance if you don't spend.
There's two ways that I've learned, and there's those strippers though that if they feel that you're just a good-looking dude and you're just in there spending a couple dollars, you might get no play because she just feels that you're just a good-looking dude in there and just fucking around because you think you could just smash anything that fucking moves.
Yeah.
You get no play.
Well, when I say don't
I've
spend
seen that with some of my boys and shit. I mean, they go in there and they thinking, you know, I could get any damn chick I want. They go in there, spend $5 and they ain't leaving with shit.
Well, no.
Then you got the one little dude that's fucking half crippled or whatever. He spent fucking $150, and he's leaving with a chick.
Yeah. Well, okay, no. When I say don't spend a bunch of money, what I mean is be selective, because there's those dudes who go, like you saw when we went the last time, where they're taking the money and they're not even doing it properly. They're just throwing it on the stage and walking away. Like walking up to the stage, throwing money on the stage, and then going sitting back down. No.
Well, I was never the type to grope and all that other shit when I'm giving them the. I am.
No, I am.
I know.
Fuck that. Let's be honest.
Okay.
If you will allow me to do it, let's be honest. That is all part of the. And here's the thing: if you're gonna do it, you don't grope. That's the problem. You can't just grope. You literally. The point is, and I apologize if this is upsetting or triggering any viewers, but it's just.
Well, yeah, you know we're gonna trigger.
Yeah, oh well, but it's honesty. I have much. If it's because here's the thing, it's not degrading. It's not degrading to women. It's degrading to men if they're doing it right.
Cardi B's gonna call us any minute
now.
Yeah. Okay. That's what's gonna happen any minute now.
But here's the thing: the whole point is, if you're going to do it, you don't just grope. You do it in the sense of. Picture it's somebody who you actually know, who you're actually trying to flirt with, and or turn on and or do foreplay. That is how flirt you. With? Well, no. I'm using flirt in the sense. I'm using flirt in the sense of what you would do. What you would do with your hands if you was with a chick and you weren't. It wasn't a stripper situation. You was just chilling with a chick, and you know she's dancing on you, which it's a possibility. Just strippers aren't the only ones who do it. Sometimes a regular woman will try to strip or dance for their man, and how you would naturally move your hands that you want to kind of, there's certain spots in a woman that if you touch them the right way, they will get some of enjoyment out of that. That still works if they're strippers. Okay?
I don't think so.
No, I know so. I know so. I'm not saying this to just say it. I'm saying it based off actual experience.
I think a lot of them were just so fucking disgusted, dude.
Well, no.
They don't want to be touched.
No.
I think also a lot of these girls are doing this not because they want to.
Oh, no. But here's the...
Because it's just good fucking money. And if you didn't have a good education or so, or whatever it is, it's just a good way to fucking make some dough, dude.
No, yeah. But
believe me... Now, look, boys, you really can't challenge me too much on this because you know that I knew a whole shitload.
Yeah, but here's the problem. But see,
personally knew that.
But here's the thing.
My friends before they even became strippers, a lot of them.
Yeah.
So I've been there.
But,
I know what it is.
But see, here's the thing. That you're proving my point though, because
no, I'm not.
No, you are. I'm not. No, because I'm not saying no. I'm not saying every single guy that goes in there they want them touching you. I'm saying. The whole point is, one, you don't just throw your money at anyone. You use it sparingly. You target who your money is going to go to. So that's one. You target who your money is going to go to.
That goes around the bar real quick. See, this is what I'm trying to say. It depends on what type of chicks you're trying to get here. Because there's different types of chicks in there. You cannot do the same thing if I'm just sorry and I'm not being fucking racist or any of this shit. But if you go to a strip club and it's primarily white women that are the strippers, there's a different way of doing it than it's if you were at a Spanish one, a black one, a Brazilian one, whatever the case may be. There's different ways of doing it because if you do the same thing at a Spanish one where all the females are Spanish, and you're trying to let's say, pinpoint one chick and you want that one chick, I'm gonna tell you right now, you don't give the other surrounding chicks any kind of dough, that fucking chick is never even gonna come near you, because it goes around real quick that you're a little cheapskate and you ain't giving out no fucking money.
Well, no, okay.
So you're fucked. You're fucked right.
But no, I'm not saying you don't give out money. I'm saying you don't just fucking throw this shit randomly.
Yeah, no, but you're saying like, you gotta make
No,
sure.
no.
See,
I'm saying
fucking $10 a chick.
No.
I just know what I'm saying.
No. What I'm saying is, if you want my money, work for it. I ain't just giving you just because you on the stage dancing. Fuck no. You want the money, earn it.
I guess I'm more of a I read her.
Well, that too.
I don't treat every single one as the same way as a stripper. So making her work for it, some strippers, dude, you can make her work for it, dude.
No.
Dude, you give her that fucking dollar, she's gone.
I know.
Some of them now.
Yeah.
You have to just give them the fuck. And it works, boys. And they will come back and now all of a sudden, and then some of them you hand them the dollar. Some of them you put it in their fucking G-string or wherever the fuck you want to put it. And some of them you just place it down on the table. You have to read them before they read you, because they're reading you soon as you come in that motherfucker. They're reading you already. And then it goes around and around in the whole fucking place of what you are and who you are.
Well, no, which I get. But what I'm saying, when I say work for it, I don't mean fucking be all cocky and shit like, yeah, you want my money. I've
seen you make them do some fucking all kinds of shit, flip upside down.
No, I didn't make them do.
Sweat her balls off.
No.
And then finally give her the fucking buck.
No, I didn't make them do anything, because here's the thing. Just like you said, I've been in there and I've seen how they'll go. It'll be, there's different ones. There's ones who will basically just literally.
He's gonna make you work.
There's ones who will literally just be like,
boy's gonna make you do the flip, the handstand, the fucking turn around, do the butt shuffle, do all kinds of shit.
No, literally, no. In all honesty, literally, you don't even have to do all that. You literally just have to show me some form, even if it's not obviously, because we know what this is, some form of resemblance of actual attention and interest. At least fake it good.
Boys, that's their job, though.
Exactly. So if you can't do your job, and make me believe like you give a damn about talking to me, you can't get the money.
It's one of two things. She's either attracted to you and no money matters, okay? So it doesn't matter how much you give her or don't give her. You still got the highest chance in there tonight. Or the dude with the most money, and they are not attracted to him and don't give a shit, but he's spending fucking all kinds of dough. He has the other chance. Now, your guys in between, you don't have a chance in the world. You're just wasting fucking money, dude. I don't give a fuck how much you put out or how little you put out. You're just wasting fucking money. So, I mean, that's it. It's just those two. She's either attracted to you, and you have a chance no matter what. So you can put $5, you can put $1 up, you can put this, whatever. You got the highest chance of going home with her tonight. And by the way, I'm not saying all strippers fucking go home with you every single night. And we're probably pissing off a lot of fucking strippers if they hear this or whatever the case may be. But I'm just saying, from the man's side, from what we see and what we think, unfortunately, women. So whatever you're doing this for, or you're doing this to, take your kid to school, or I'm doing this to get a car, I'm paying my bills, whatever the fuck the case may be. I'm just saying, on a dude's point, it's only those two. The high roller, the dude that spends so much fucking money, or she's just attracted to the dude, period. And it doesn't matter what he spends.
Oh, no.
Because there's been plenty of times where I went with my managers from selling cars. We were all pretty much some good, we were high rolling there. It was a bunch of guys making over $100K a year, all of us. So you got 7 or 8 dudes, but we're all pretty much, let's say, spending the same amount.
Mm-hmm.
All of us are not equally, having a to each one. But at the same time, you got my GM, my general manager, which is spending fucking thousands, dude. And I'm talking about thousands, literally. And you got the dude that's only spending a couple $1 here, a little $1 here, a little there, and he still goes home with the chick versus my GM that spent fucking thousands. But then again, sometimes it's, he spent the thousands, so he goes home with them, and then the one that they're just attracted to is also the one that's going to go home. And then the guys in the middle, you just fucking wasted your money. So that's all there is to it. So you got to read them. So that's my whole point. So making her work for it like a fucking
But here's the thing. Her job is to put forth the illusion that she actually, regardless of whether she's actually attractive or just wants my money, her job is to put forth the illusion that she actually wants to be in my company. If you can't at least fake it convincingly, which, let's be honest, in that situation, you don't have to do that much to fool us. If you can't at least fake it convincingly or look like you're faking it convincingly, no, you did not earn your money. Your job is to put forth the illusion that I have a chance with you, whether I do or not. If you do not do that, sorry, you don't deserve the money. And here's the thing. If you can do that, and even if I know you're only doing it for the money, you've earned your money. You are doing the role of trying to make me feel welcome. Where there are some girls who think they're just all that they don't have to do that. They can just walk next to you trying to look good, and you're just supposed to give them money. No. Hustle. Do your job. Work for it.
Some do get that off.
Yeah.
Some get that off.
No, some do.
Because you won't, but then the next dude next to you, he's fucking just making it rain every 10 seconds she passes by.
Oh yeah.
She didn't do nothing.
But what I'm saying more specifically is just like, it's your profession, it's your job. For whatever reason you got into it, part of that profession and job is to sell the illusion. Like there was one girl in the last one I went to where she's hot enough that in all honesty, she could probably just walk by, and whether she tries or not, you will gladly just be like, here, please take this from me. I'll put it down on the floor and I'll step back 10 spaces and you don't even have to bend over to pick it up. You can have one of them pick it up and give to you, and I'll be cool with that because you that look good looking. But she would still, when she's danced, like if you go to the table, and she would come to you and actually treat you like she was interested, even you knew, one, you shouldn't even be in here. The fact that you're in here, you don't have to be in here. You don't have to be in here. And matter of fact, every other time I come, you're never in here just because you only need to come the one night to make whatever the fuck you want to make. You know what I mean? And she was like, I'm pretty sure she was probably Puerto Rican. She don't belong around here, put it that way. If you would have saw you, I'm like, what the hell is she doing here? But she put forth the effort where, even though I knew, in general, no, she didn't really give a damn about anything. But when she gave you the attention, with, okay, yeah. And then after you gave the money, she walked there, you're like, fuck, damn. And she walked back over and you're like, hey, okay, here's my money. That's how you do it. Versus, want a lap dance? Yeah, I guess so. And where every other girl will, because they have the ones at the table, so where every other girl will take like a $3 one or $5 one, she's like $10. Like, no, like, one, you're not even one of the more attractive ones. You're wearing a fucking bikini from the. You're wearing a bikini from the 80s and shit. And I'm supposed to, like, literally.
You got a $10 chick.
Yeah, one of the first times I went there, chick where there's two. One was wearing a bikini from the 80s, and it's just like, yeah, no. Like,
what do you mean? Like, just one of the just all the way up to the fucking belly button or something, or
just picture the cut of the bikinis from the 80s.
Okay.
Just picture that cut.
There's quite a few of them. There's some different ones.
Just the in general one where just that high waisted look of like.
Okay, yeah, I get you.
It's the 80s.
Boomer kind of look.
With the black regular 80s high heel pumps to match. Not stripper heels. Just you can't have both. You could have one or the other. You can have like a real thong bikini.
What, the church shoes and shit?
And it might as well have been just regular black, regular high heels. Where it's like,
wearing socks, man?
yeah. Where there was this other one, which in all honesty, is not my type because she was skinny. She was skinny as fuck, kind of tall, which whatever, not my type, small breast, whatever. But she put in the hustle where she actually spent time, talked, faked the funk like she actually gave a damn, did the whole actual sales aspect of the hustle at the very least, where I gave her a little something because she put in the time and effort and at least faked or tried to make it. Whereas the other one was just kind of like, I'm here, I'm giving you the option to go ahead and give me some money, even though I probably wouldn't talk to you outside of here because you're black. That was the vibe that I got off of her.
That vibe from that one, like it was just You are just racist, girl.
Just.
I can see it in your face.
Yes. When she went up and danced, even her music in comparison to everybody else there, you was like, yep, that's.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, yep. You're just. Ugh.
Yeah. Like, you're only coming by me because it's either me or the other three Mexicans in here.
Don't you put your blackness on me.
You're choosing between me and the other Mexicans that are in here, and that's just your only options. And the Mexicans are always in here, so you want to change your pace.
I see that the clubs are generally all Mexican and shit, though. Like, most of the guys are Mexican. Is that been true? Like almost all of the ones you go to?
No. Just that one, because there's the other one that I found that's not too high scale. Well, no, I found 212. That one is, well, as I was saying before, there's a sweet spot because there's high scale and then there's low scale. High scale, you're for the most part wasting your money because you're not going to get any real play there unless you have the right connections or know the right people. Because one, they're just so high scale and there's so many people around that you just blend in. You don't even stand out even remotely for them to even.
Yeah, I get you. You have to kind of, you got to either be that high roller spender or something's got to pull you out of the crowd.
Yeah. Or there's a super low scale, which you might have more of a chance, but your selection for the most part may not be the best. The environment itself, definitely not the best. And the whole time you're looking around hoping that you don't get robbed by either the strippers, somebody else that's in there, or the actual bouncers and people that run the club.
Yeah.
You want that in between, like the one that I brought you to, where it's not too high scale, but they do got some good looking chicks, and not too low scale where you're worried about your safety. You want that nice in between where she's a stripper, but she's closer to normal, to normally messed up than like low grade, really messed up, and high grade, just gold digging, only wants your money, and just so messed up that they think they're better than you.
I think generally they want your money.
Hey, what's up, Moss Man? Another gentleman has joined the stream. I apologize for the quality of said stream. I have to. It's the Broke Blerd Pod for a reason. I got to pay my internet bill. I think they're throttling me down, or my internet just sucks. I think it might be both. I think my internet sucks and they need to upgrade it, and they're throttling it down because I know.
Hey, it's very simple. Have you paid it? No. So that's what it is.
Yeah. But I don't think it was necessarily that great when I did pay it. But
I get you.
But I can't talk to him about that until I pay it. Like, I'm going to have a serious talking to. Gentleman joined in, Moss Man B. He joined in for Stripper Talk. This is Broke Blerd Pod. Welcome to the Broke Blerd Pod. We're talking about strippers right now and how to navigate the world of strippers so that way you can get the most out of your money. But no, what were we saying?
Okay, here. Generally, I'm gonna ask you a question. What is enough money in your pocket to go to the strip club, boys?
It depends on what your purpose is. Because I would... No. Here's the thing. Because I would sometimes go where literally it's the end of the night. I was doing absolutely nothing. I just kind of just wanted just a little beer. I had a few dollars in my pocket. Just something to look at and touch before I go home. So enough to get in. Enough for 1 or 2 beers. And just a little bit extra just to pass around to just show some support. So
what are you saying? $40?
Minimum, I'd probably go 40 to 60, depending on, like, it literally is a matter of how much of a just end of the night nightcap. Because you got to remember, there's also times where if you have somebody specifically, that you're going to see that afterwards will come hang with you. You might just be going just to go, hey, are you free afterwards? Since you're free afterwards.
That's different. I'm not talking. Yeah. I'm just talking about to just go. I just mean to just go.
Yeah.
What would be your minimum? What's your minimum, or what has been your minimum?
What has been my minimum?
In there with fucking $10.
No, because it takes like $8 to get in. So
let's forget about the cover charge.
Forget about the cover charge.
Now what do you have left to spend?
I think at the very least, I generally have gone with 40 because I want at least 1 beer.
Okay,
and then
$10 generally, right?
And then $5, yeah. Well, it depends on what I'm broke. I get the low grade. Give me the $6. What's the $7? What's the spell? Let me get the $7 one. Average is like 7, and you give $1 tip, so around 7 to 10, and then the rest is for the strippers. So generally $40. Generally at the lowest, but usually it would be above $40.
All right, now you have the $40. You just bought the beer. You covered the cover charge already, so this is 40 that you have to spend. Now you have. Hold on,
real quick. My boy, the Moss Man on the stream, his recommendations is $100. That's what his guess is. But he's in Canada.
Hey,
he's from Canada, so it's different there.
Listen, I agree with him.
Yeah,
I agree with him. $100 is minimum you should go in there with. Okay. I know, voice, you're going to say, but I've had a good time with
No, I don't think you're wrong. The reason why I tried not to go in with $100 is because my goal is always not to necessarily spend all the money. Like, I'm okay to spend that money, but I don't want to.
No. You're thinking on 2 different things here. You're thinking on, it's almost like when you lend somebody $100. If you lend them the $100, you better not want that fucking $100 back, or that just better be money that you can spend and not get back.
No.
You don't lend somebody $100.
No.
When it's coming out your rent.
No.
Now you need
You're not wrong, but you're missing my point. The reason why I don't want to spend the $100 is because if you get to the point where you spend that $100, then you're entering the zone where you might spend more money because you no longer have that $100, and then you look in that corner and they got that jankety ass fucking ATM machine that's gonna charge you like $5 just to take some fucking money out, and you got titties and ass in your face, alcohol in your system, and you go,
no, you mean 1 beer is in your system?
Yeah, and you go, well, if it's $100, I got more than 1 beer.
Okay.
If I'm bringing $100, I'm gonna have a real drink. Okay. You know what I mean?
So,
but then you get to the end of that $100, you got no more money left, and then you go, well, fuck, I can't leave and come back, because if I leave and come back, then I got to pay the fucking cover charge again. ATM's right there. I don't want to pay $5, but fuck it.
Okay, here's
and then you have to take $20 out, so that's $25 less over $100, and you're not gonna do just 20.
I already know your $40 nights. You're going there like with an hour left.
Yeah, exactly.
I already know. There is no fucking way you're gonna make it 3 hours in that fucking place with $40 in your pocket, dude.
Oh no. That's not a 3 hour. That's not. Well, no.
No, I'm just saying there is no. That's why I know that you're doing it. The $40 thing. is only like an hour left before they start closing, which means that technically you only have like 45 minutes because 15 minutes earlier they're already like the DJs are already telling you to get the fuck out and all that shit. So,
No.
I mean, you got a good 45 minutes.
No, that was literally, those $40 nights was literally when I found somebody that I connected with and had some repertoire, and we hung out afterwards. And that was literally, let me see if that person's there. If that person's there, I get my drink. Everything else is going to go to them. And then when they're off, we'll meet up later. And
okay, I get it.
You know what I mean? Or to check to see if that person's there. You go in, you look around, you wait a few songs, you don't see them, you leave.
Okay, but why are you doing it that way? If you, don't get me wrong now, you have to do that the first time, okay? The first time, and maybe the second time, okay? But you already met her, you already know her. So why not just go in there?
I'll tell you why.
Hey, listen. I'm here. Hey, you want to hang out tonight after you get out? And then she'll tell you either yes or no. And if she does say yes, then you just fucking go outside. And now you're not spending any more fucking money.
I'm going to tell you why.
She just comes out and she's going to go directly to your car. And then you go do what the fuck you got to do.
I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. Because one, unlike you, this ain't Patterson. So these are fresh, organic stripper leads that I was working with.
Oh, these were.
I didn't have other strip like I grew up in Passion too. I've known strippers myself. I've been friends with strippers. None of them are here. None of them are here for that of hey, or I was here with so and so. It's literally just me. Okay, so
I don't think they know that though, voice. Why don't we tell the strippers of Patterson that we know, hey, dude, move to Indiana.
No, they should. It's part of my master plan. It's part of my master plan, but and here's the thing.
You know what? If we do have this strip club, we're not gonna fill it up with chicks from Indiana, dude. That's not gonna happen. I'm gonna have to make the phone call and she knows who she is, my girl, and then she's gonna set up all these chicks to come down here and do it over here because I can't deal with the slow shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We need the fast chicks, fast money. So that's just that's going to be them Jersey chicks, unfortunately. I'm sorry. I'm saying not all chicks. Some chicks from Indiana, they got the speed to them. They got the speed. The hustle game is different. And I'm telling you right now, you chicks from Jersey that are strippers, and even the ones that we know, I don't want to say anybody's name because I don't know if they're still stripping. They might have kids and all that other shit and don't want them to know. But you know who you are. And, man, you can make some money over here, girl. If you just do it all over again, you can make some money out here. I'm gonna tell you right now. So, just so that you know, I don't know why you go in there, and especially if you know her voice.
Because
sit there and then spend money, knowing that you really don't want to spend money because you're really only there for her.
Because. Right? It's simple. Right. But here's the simple thing though.
You're just pissing off the rest of
No. Here's the thing. I may give.
Are you still seeing one of the strippers that you fucked before?
What do you mean?
Tell the truth.
Right now?
Right now.
No, I haven't been in the longest. I haven't been there in fucking months.
Oh, you know why? Because you done pissed off the whole fucking stripper.
No. It's just because I don't want to fucking go there and waste my damn money. It has nothing to do with that.
That's what I mean.
No. You missed. No. You missed my point.
You go in there and say, hey, can we chill afterwards?
And I'm gonna tell you why. And I'm gonna
piss off the rest of the chicks.
And because I didn't piss off the rest. No. Just because I went there. And that was the person that fucking got my attention is because they gave me because when that particular one, the way it works is.
I'm saying the one you already smashed, boys. I'm saying one that you already smashed.
What about her?
Hit it.
And I'm trying to tell you. And I'm trying to tell you because one, in general, no offense, and this doesn't go for all. This is some, but. Even if you happen to be a stripper, exotic dancer, whatever, you know that strippers are flakes. And sometimes you got to keep a fucking eye on them to get them from point A to point B, or they're not going to make it to point C. If you're not in that eye line, you can be like, all right, I'm going to check you after. And you waited. There was a space of about 15 to 5 minutes between the time they saw you and the time they're leaving. And but in general, I wouldn't. It would be simply a matter of, I'm there, I have the repertoire. She would come to me. Therefore, in general, she would get the attention. But she's doing her own thing. Somebody else happens to come give attention. I'm not going to be like, no. I'm only giving money to her. No, you come over and you show me attention and at least make it believable that you fucking want to talk to me. Then I will give you some attention too.
I'm going to tell you why. Because you didn't set the ground right. You didn't set the ground right. And what I mean by that is when you do have a stripper that you already smashed and you just want to smash her, number one rule is you don't want to spend the money. So you don't want to spend the money all night. You just want to spend the money on her if you have to spend the money. And that's later on when you get her out of the strip club. So there's no point in you going in the strip club and then sitting there, and then every chick that comes around, I'm not saying literally, you're just saying, no, this for her, this for her. But basically what you're doing is you're avoiding all the rest of them until she comes around or whatever, and then you give her all the attention.
No, that's not what I do. That's not, no.
Listen.
But that's not what I did.
If you set up the groundwork correctly, and all the other girls were not talking shit about you now, about you being a fucking cheapskate, and he's only in here for.
You're completely misunderstanding what. That's not what I did. I never went. Even when she was the primarily, because she was already marked, and at the end of the day, I knew that. Okay, no, I never went in there like that. Literally. Everybody got equal attention. You had to come grab it. She grabbed it more because she literally grabbed it. Okay? But in general, no. I was an equal opportunity person. There was no, I'm only paying attention to her. It was, she came to me and she grabbed the attention herself. But everybody else, I was in their days that she wasn't there.
If you're worried about you going in there and you saying, hey, you're gonna come chill with me tonight, and then you can't leave, boys, and then know that chick is gonna come to your car at the end of the night, then you ain't lay down the groundwork.
Well, I was flying solo, okay?
Sorry.
Flying, so I don't have the expertise like you have, okay?
It's not about expertise. It's just about you have to lay it down right, because in other words, when you come in there, you have to almost make it seem like, oh shit, he's back. Okay? So then you want the other chicks going to go get her and tell her that you're there. Okay? The only way you're going to do that is the other chicks have to like you as well. They're all sisters, dude. They all plan together. They all plot together. It's just like when you go there with all your boys, man. If we're all trying to get Don Bosco laid, right? There's only one way to do that. And the only way to do that is we have to make all the boys happy. If we don't, then what happens is what's happening to you if you feel you cannot go in there and say, hey, I'm here, you're going to chill with me tonight, blah, blah, blah. You leave. You get there at night or whatever the fuck it comes off, and you park your car there, she should be walking straight to your car.
Yeah, well, okay.
The only thing that she should be thinking about is that she's going with you tonight, and no matter how much money anybody else spends. But that's the only way you're doing that is you lay down the groundwork right, and all the other chicks are happy with you.
Okay, but see, what you're not factoring. I'm not saying you're wrong, but what you're not factoring is this particular exotic dancer. Was not. She was super duper flake, and I think she was one of the ones that here's the one thing. You're right in that sense, but at the same time, there's the other scenario where none of these chicks like each other, except for like this clique of two and this clique of two, and on this night that they're working, most of them don't really like each other, except for like one or two.
That's the lack of money that's there.
Yeah.
That's
not my problem. Yeah.
The DJ ain't doing what he's supposed to do. and their mother's not doing what she's supposed to do.
Yeah.
Because the money is just not there.
Yeah. So that was more that situation where I don't even necessarily think that in general most of them liked each other, let alone the one that I was hanging with. And then two, like I said, not rely like literally, yes, if I had pulled, I would say probably almost any other of the strippers, that scenario would have worked. With this one, it was specifically, I happened to go there one day. You know what? I didn't intend to be like, yeah, that's the one it was at.
Let me go get some water. I'm hearing you.
I happened to go there, and then the way that works, you can have a lap dance out in the general area for, literally like, how long you went. For one song, I think it was like $5. And then technically, if you went over in the corner, you were supposed to pay like more. But one, I got my little $5 dance thing, even got a second one, and I got the discount. She didn't charge me how much she was supposed to charge me, and she let my hands wander, let's just say a little more than generally is allowed to, which then gave me the like, okay, I have a little bit of extra leeway here and not necessarily spending the money which would necessarily go with that leeway. So, okay. But her in general, like she was the gazelle who limps. She was pretty much, bam, okay. So I pretty much just, like I said, tried to be around at the right time. But at the same time, the way that one works is you couldn't even necessarily like she was just a flake. Just plain and simple. She was just a flake, and catching her at the right time was just like, eh. And it was more of, see, unlike you, haven't had, like, I think I've actually may have been with strippers, but I hadn't necessarily pulled strippers, if you know what I mean, which are two different things. You know what I mean? Like, I may have been with a stripper, but I didn't pull the stripper, whereas this one, I pulled the stripper. So, like I said, in general, not the most.
Hey, pulling the stripper is when she's giving you the dough and saying, "Here you go, daddy," at the end of the night. That's the difference.
Well, at the very least, she did allegedly, and I had a dream about this because it didn't actually happen. But in a hypothetical dream that I imagined that she smoked my dream self up in that dream. So my dream self got smoked up, and in that dream, she actually gave that dream version of myself a little extra to work with, allegedly, in that dream that I kind of vaguely remember. So I think that counts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it is.
And it was literally like, you got, maybe can I get by a little bit? No, here, just take, boof. Okay, all right. Yeah. Okay.
All right, I think we're done for today.
Yeah. All right.
We're done for today.
Fair enough. I think.
Sorry, Broke Blerd Pod, if we offended any of you, but I was only talking on the dude's perspective on things, and
these are things people need to know.
Not offending anybody.
Be respectful. We're not telling you to be disrespectful to anybody. We're just saying if you're going, if you're going, we're being honest. If you're going in that situation, one,
right,
more than likely, you should know. You're probably
ladies, you know the deal too.
Yeah, you go there. You go there. You know, most likely.
Smash it and everything else. So don't. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, you go there. You know, most likely you're not gonna get anywhere. But you still go there. If you're a dude, your thought process is maybe I will get lucky. That's all we're saying. We're laying down the actual scenarios where that's a possibility, which, let's be honest, most of the scenarios, no, it's not a possibility. Probably not going to happen. But again, there are certain ways, certain views that you have to have when you go in there, certain plans where there is a possibility, and this is how it will happen. This is how you may or may not be viewed by the dancer in general, and some of them may be authentic and they give a damn about what you say. Some of them may fake it. Some of them may be good at faking it. Some of them may be garbage at fake it and look racist and wear 80s level thongs. But it's
shout out to the Confederate flag chick.
Yeah.
Just so that,
Yeah, I'm sure she's watching this right now. She seems so. Yeah. And she had like a bob too, like Dora the Explorer haircut.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Or Miss Iconio, basically.
Miss Iconio.
Yeah. Oh, which I think she might have
touch on that because people just don't know.
Yeah, no, that's for me and you. That's for me and you. But you guys,
just leave it there.
You guys know Dora Explorer, so that should work for you.
Just leave it there.
But
unless John Joffrey's listening.
Yeah, which I'm gonna if I can get this to at least sound decently when I check it out, if one of the recordings, and I'm gonna post it other places, so they were really gonna get in trouble.
Yeah. So this was Stripper Talk. From Broke Blerd Pod.
Again, I apologize for the level of the stream as far as look and sound. I have a janky ass setup. Slowly, we'll be improving. I plan to pay my internet bill tomorrow, so at least things will be at a moderately okay to jankety setup, and then I plan on actually upgrading to that new shit they got, so that way
we couldn't find an Ethernet cable long enough for me to reach from my house to his house.
Yeah.
To give him some internet right now.
Though I think I'm gonna have to try to get an Ethernet. Do you have any extra Ethernet cables?
Of course.
I need one.
You're talking to the wireman. But
okay, I need one because that might help at the very least. Like if we had one now.
It won't, but you keep thinking it does.
It might.
But it won't.
Well, even when I upgrade it, it might at least speed up my stream. I don't know. It doesn't. It won't hurt. It won't hurt.
But it's okay if you want to try it. It will not though. Wireless is faster.
Mossman said when he laughed at the whole gazelle limping, he was dying laughing at that. And he heard of a guy he knows paying a lot to bring a stripper home, and he ended up pulling off the condom and got an STD. That's not, you don't, that's just.
Shit.
And Mossman agrees with me. It'll be faster.
Hey, listen, because if he got the HIV or he got the herpes, the ones that don't go away, that's some pretty bad shit.
Yeah, well, you generally don't. You got that far, you don't pull it off. You just keep, like, you either start there.
I mean, if you got burnt, you learned your lesson.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you've gotten to the point where you've got the stripper, you don't start with the condom and then take it off. You just start with nothing, or you just keep it on. Because let's be honest, I'm gonna speak for myself, and I have a feeling you're gonna agree, because I think you have the same thought process I have for the most part in general. That generally the hotter the chick. And this generally goes for most strippers, because that's why they're strippers, because they know they're hot, which is why they do it. They're not the best lays. They don't necessarily, like, they're good. Not to get me wrong. Some of them are, not all. But they don't necessarily put in the same work. Not talking about your performance. I'm not talking about your performance, what you're doing with them.
They're exhausted. They're exhausted.
Maybe.
They've been fucking around all night, dancing as if they were fucking you anyway. And then you take them home and you're trying to smash the shit. She's exhausted.
Still.
Still. I don't give a fuck.
Still.
Put it 12 hours and then you're fucking 5 minutes with me, girl. And that's all I need.
Hey, I work too. I got a job. You don't see me complaining. I put in my work to make sure that you are satisfied. All I'm saying is, some of that shit that you did on the fucking pole.
You shouldn't have done all that.
Yeah.
You gonna come home with me tonight.
Exactly.
Get your ass off that pole then.
First, let me hold $5. Let me just take that out. I'll hold that for a moment. But yeah. Yeah. Anyway, that's this episode. We're gonna try, like I said, we're gonna do more of this, Moss Man. We talk about stupid shit like this all the time. At the very least, check out our podcast on Anchor TV. Which technically our Anchor sponsorship has currently ended. So technically they're gonna try to find another sponsor for us, but we humblebundle.com is our new affiliate sponsor. So we're going to be giving you more info on that, and I'll have links and stuff. If you check out...
Yeah, we'll touch base with that the next one around.
Yeah, if you check out my Twitch profile, you will see a link in there to go to Humble Bumble website. You can support the pod and me and us that way. And you actually have a few options with that. One, you can support the pod. You can support the pod by just donating money to my PayPal. Go for it if you want. But let's say you want a little bang for your buck, you want something in return, you can go there. Right. They have computer games for you. You can buy computer games in bundles, and they have really good prices, some really good games that I'm jealous that I can't play because I have an Xbox and this bootleg setup where even if I did try to play
more detail with that the next one around and explain that a little better to people.
But go check it out. And even if you just want to support somebody, I've linked it to Comics for Kids, which is a charity where basically they get comic books for kids with cancer to help them get through chemo and stuff like that. So check it out. If you're seeing this, check it out. If you're seeing this on YouTube or anything else, go to my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/savagevoice. It'll bring up my page. Scroll down. You'll see a big heart. Humble. You'll know what it is. Check it out. Spread the word. I want to thank everybody for listening, coming, watching again. Things will get better, I promise. This is the first time we tried to stream in this manner with my jankety-ass setup, so it'll only get better. Just want to remind you guys, remember, for the Broke Blerd Pod, I've been your host, Anthony K. Savage, a.k.a. Voice, a.k.a. Savage Voice for all of you here on Twitch. And with me today has been my co-host...
Mr. Roland, and I know you guys heard the pod, but did you really listen? And I'm out. All
right. So, once again, thank you for watching, listening, everything, and check out us up on all social media, the Broke Blerd Pod. You'll find us everywhere else if you're not watching this on Twitch. And remember, and we went over this early in the episode, so you know what I mean by this. Don't tell yourself that you can't do something. Ask yourself, why can't you? And be honest about it, okay? So thank you for showing your support, coming out. It's been fun, and we will catch you next time, hopefully with a way better show for you. Take it easy, guys.